But anyways, this is where we at. 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 She's colored. No, she's not colored. She's Zulu. Zulu from Zululand. Nanglom chiteng bugala again. Sabonga vet. Help me raise the account, bro. You seem rather down to earth, brother. It's truly admirable when the big boys making big stage, true and humble. Thank you, man. Again, please. They want to see you again. What must I do now? Says Cartel. So, at US30, this is what you had, right? How ndo bagit kosiam. I'm not here. Konundo _ndo_f. Kulega baby, I kulum now. No, I was shooting. I'm gonna check my messages just now. I didn't see your message. I'm sorry. So that's what we have. So we obviously came back to this low. We hit that low, and the market is literally like plummeting to the upside. I mean, we're like an hour, like not even an hour, like 20 minutes before the closure of this candlestick. And you can imagine if the daily candlestick closes like this, then we're obviously setting up for a bullish market. So obviously, if we look at the open and the close, like the market is still fairly much bullish. Even when you do draw like a trend line like that, if let's say you're like using trend lines, we're still sustaining above that trend line. If you're looking at trend lines, obviously your entry would have been like somewhere around there. So we're still sustaining above the trend line, which is like also like good. So yo, man, this was a crazy spike. So this is how I got the entry that I posted. This is exactly how I got the entry I posted, literally on the test of that line, 33,186. That's exactly where I got the entry. And even with how this market is like now sitting, we can see that obviously, like, you know, this thing is gonna go up, you know, this thing's gonna go up. So based on the liquidity that's being pulled over there, like, you can now see exactly what's happening. So if you look at the structure of the market as well, like, you're able to understand exactly where this thing is headed to. So looking at this alone, you can really tell exactly where this thing is going. So we came to test again the lows, so it's not gonna fall again. So the whole drop is done. So right now we're literally like obviously looking you know, to buy, you know, to the further upside. So this was literally like a pullback that was like really crazy. So this pullback was really hectic. So we're still going up. So I'm looking to buy this thing right now, at least until whatever next biggest event comes into play and the market pulls back again. But just that one area was a level that I was looking at to see and observe whether we do break past it or not. And looking at everything else, I can see that we really, you know, are still fairly bullish. And if you look at the yearly's perspective, I mean, this was like a good thing to ever happen, because you know, the market is picking up momentum to now start buying. So the market hasn't been there since 2021 June. So after 6 months, the market came back there. And even if you look at the monthly's perspective, you're able to see that we haven't actually like broken past this entire range. The market has like been moving around these two levels. So like this, so obviously it was then this area and that high, like around there. So we hadn't broken past that low price and that high price. So even right now, you can see that we're still sustaining above that high price, even when we did come to test that, that low from June, but we're still sustaining above that price, meaning that, we still have a greater chance of seeing the next month going up, because you've been able to see how we're like ranging within these two areas. So from the monthly's perspective, like we are sort of like trapped within these two prices. That's 36,520 and 33,730, 740. So that's like the two prices that we're trapped in. So there's a high chance that the next month could obviously go up and then the next month come back down. But obviously, I do expect that the next month might potentially come and break above. That would be beautiful to see. Or at least, get like one major event that might obviously like bring us back down to test again the highs around these regions. That would be beautiful to see, but then that would require like a lot of pushes to the downside. Like we would have to really experience like a catastrophe in the world for the market to pull back into these highs again. But it would also be beautiful to then see the market break past that high, because we are creating like structural highs and the market is fairly bullish. And even on the weekly looks very, very, very clean. I mean, you can see now on the weekly, like with like a greater understanding and perspective of what's really like happening. You're able to see that, like, from the weekly's perspective, like there's no ways that we're not gonna go up. I mean, look at that. Like, this is like some kind of a ranging market on the weekly, you see? So there's a greater chance that this market would go up to that level, and then from there maybe come back down again to eventually break, to break above. But I do want to see this breaking above. I mean, even when we do look at, these structural lows, we are able to see that like we're sort of like sustaining above these lows and we're not really breaking past them, which is another thing to look at. So like this is obviously like trading with a bit of understanding of what is really happening in your charts to really be able to catch the moves that are happening, So like you're not entirely late for the buys if you haven't caught them, because you can see we still have like a couple of points to the upside, like over 1,000 points or so to catch for the rest of the week. So this is like a beautiful trade to look at for the week. I mean, this is a clean setup. We've got like a really clean setup on the weekly, and I do think and believe that we can see this thing going up. That was like from the most easiest perspective of them all. So from the weekly, we can see that the market is sort of like trapped in the range, and we can see like, the market pushing up. Let me see what you guys are saying. The increased inflation. I don't trade fundamentals and whatever's happening. I look at my technicals and I obviously trade that. MT4 and TradingView. I prefer TradingView because then obviously has like a better perspective onto, like it has a clearer chart. Like I can see my charts a lot more clear on TradingView. So yeah, why did it drop that much? Obviously to test lows, create new lows for the year, and then obviously the yearly candlestick will close bullish. So that was the main reason. Obviously this was the first month of the year. You can execute trades and okay. What inspired the downward movement? I just explained that. Okay. Are you on Galatian to say 31? Yeah, man. Yeah. 100%. So these are like some of the things that I explained here are going to be covered on the 31st. So if you're really coming on the 31, I swear you're very blessed if you're coming on the 31. You're very blessed, because one thing that I can promise you is that your perspective towards the market will not be the same. And all of this you're getting for free. Or because XM is obviously generous. So the 31st, I'll be breaking down like a couple of things that I obviously look at before I execute positions. The main things that I look at to know exactly where the market is going and stuff. Like the most important things when you're like trading Forex will be covered on that session, and that's coming for free. Trust me, you will never ever get that. From me even, you won't get that. The closest you'll ever get to pay to see my face is 15,000. I sent you some number for the seminar. I'll definitely do check. How much do you describe your skill level? For me, my skill level is at its highest. I'm a master at technicals, bro. Like I'm a master at my own strategy. I've mastered my own strategy, and I'm very much content with where I am. I don't need to like learn anything new. I'm very much fine with what I know. So I'd really say I'm at a comfortable stage when it comes to my trading strategy. Then go down again. You feel like we're not using feelings, we're using technicals. So technically speaking, it doesn't say that unless you obviously want to follow your feelings. Are you an SMC or retail trader? I'm just a day trader, my brother. Me, SMC, smart money, concept, what? You see these new terms that came with 2020 and 2021. Me, I know nothing about. Me, I'm just a trader. I'm just a day trader that focuses on catching moves and pips on that particular day. That is very skilled on his niche and his strategy, and will make sure that whatever that he comes out with that day is enough to feed his life and to change his life bit by bit. These things of smart money concept, what? These things are new. They came with the 2000s. Us, we trade Forex, and that's it. Us, we trade Forex, that's it. These things, these many things, these we don't know. Smart money concept, stop loss hunt, market maker, we have nothing to do with that. As we trade Forex and we trade stock market, and our lives are going on. There are a lot of things that you guys want to know, these complicated things. I have nothing to do with them. But order block, what, me, I know nothing. Me, I'm just a trader, that's been trading the way I've been trading since 2017. We are 5 years in it, and we've been doing it as easy as it is. How? 1, 2, lamon. Ngiyadlala. Bengithi akishayitha ngiyadlala. Awusemuhle. Into eyiningi thina siyingeni bafethu, thina siyifunela nje okulula noku straightforward. Okuningi asikwazi. How much experience do you have? I have 5 years worth of experience in the market. Are you an extra student? Yeah, man. Smart money, cheese boy trader. I'm fana supreme. Let's stay ning. Let's asizazi dog. We don't know these things, You don't scalp. Me, I'm just a day trader. That's it. These terms, things is nonsense, bro. Hey, Muna, there's a lot of terms, Muna. There's so much complications, guys. Like, you guys complicated so much. And that's why you'll spend so much time trying to understand complicated things when you could be understanding the simplicity of the charts and start profiting from the simple things. Like, if you're a student of mine, you'll know that lo simple gabi lo. You understand? Omunye umshito simple or relaxile or ishayela nje into yakhe ngokurelax. Okuningi akingeni mina abafethu. Oh, smart money concept, what? I don't even know those things, man. I don't even know them. And thina masiqala ukutrade abafethu beyingekho lezi zinto zeni. Lezi manje forex is complicated. Mothi umuntu aka-analyzele, umuntu aqhamukele nezinye nje izinto ongazazi nje, aqhamukele nezinye izinto ongazazi ongakazi uyibone, uzuyibuza ukuthi what is this person doing? We don't know these things, guys. We don't know these things. As we are just trading the simplicity of the market, and we are trying by all means to come out with the little that we can, just so our lives can move on. Yeah. Market structure is king. You know, bro. You know the real story. You know the real story. Bro, if you're ain't profitable, what do you think mistakes are? Mistakes are that you guys want to know too much, man. Rather know more about less than know less about more. You know, a lot of people want to know everything, but they know very minimal about everything. And then there's us who know everything about one thing. You know, we know everything about less, and we don't know less about everything. You know, we know more about less, and we don't know less about more. So less is more. The lesser it is, the more it is. So like, try and get like a simple perspective towards trading, and you'll be fine. You'll be fine. If you had a sense of motivation, what would you say to a struggling trader? Type Dr. Martin on YouTube. Watch my content there. There's like, you know, Genza 50 girls and 50 boys share. Yo. Jono, ngicela to share double tap lapho siyacela.
I did.
Siyabonga. John Sales, what motivated you to start trading Forex? Obviously, indlala abafethi bangulabe. Tina, we know buy and sell, close and withdraw. Mfana Gino, we just know you buy or you sell and you close and you withdraw. That's it. Ezinye zokuthi kunani. I say right. You have to learn how to crawl before you walk. Now I'm learning to run thanks to your consistent wise words, Doctor. Thank you so much, man. I see that, you know, you're pretty much updated. That's one of my favorite statements, like one of the statements that I did on one of my interviews. And thank you, man, for bringing it up. Appreciate you. You also came from Falcon. Nope. You also trade support and resistance on US states. Support and resistance, you can't dodge it, eh? Whether you are going to whatever strategy, it's always there. 50 kills and 50 points. Even Cubans is shocked by these terms. Institutional order flow. What the hell is that, bro? Institutional order flow. You can't want to trade like the banks. There's no ways, mana. If you are running after that thing, you'll get chopped by the market. I don't even want to lie. The market will forever go up until Jesus comes. Yo, what should we focus on? Less is more. Yeah. Are your classes online? Ngoba some of us are not living in SA but want to come. Depends, bro. How's the extra cost? It's perfect. Know the important things. Sure, me bro. Sure, me boss. Jono. Sleep, eat, and trade. Yeah, man. Any few tips on psychology and reaching your full potential? Please check my YouTube. You know, respectfully. What do you think about Fed rates? I don't even trade those things. Munami, I trade structure. That's it. I'm not saying game all trader lezo zinto wrong noma yabo. Umuntu nomuntu agenza kumsebenzela. Yabona. On what time frame do you analyze on? I'm obviously a fan of a fan of the H4. Where are waves, doctor? Mfanama waves ahambe nesikhathi, boy. Easy does it. I'm learning from you. Away. Bank lingo. Muna. Institutional bank order flow. What is that institutional money flow? Whatever that term is. Imagine now I have to deal with the fact that I'm losing on my trades, and I'm saying maybe I'm losing because of institutional bank flow. Like, I need to stress about the fact that I'm facing drawdown. Now I'm stressing about the fact that I need to remember what's giving me that drawdown. No ways, man. We are stressing about a lot of things, and you know, li-eda stress, man. Insezile ke le combas.
Even.
Then.
What are you drinking now?
that what is it? It's like what lemon? What is it?
Oh, okay.
Concentrated.
Yeah, it's
Concentrated lemon. I almost said saturated. Concentrated lemon. Kodwa yimbi into ephilisayo zimbi zonke into ezilaphayo zimbi simthemba malachi shosho wiralang diring malachi I see you're still good, man. Guma, my bro. So I was trading with Guma. He came for my one-on-one. I traded with him. He made like 6.8 on one trade, you know. Guma is like one of the people that just look at those stupid guys who come and bash me. It's like they don't even understand. They don't even understand, you know. Are you close with Amokhalang? Yeah, man. Amokhalang is my bro. We're really tight, man. Even sure how you get funding started out. Someone is recording this live the whole time, and I'm even used to it that people always record my lives. Your confirmations before taking a trade, there's quite a few actually, and those will be discussed on the 31st. Indies. What's your take with these robots and all? Imna naki robot kimo to me boss. Akimo to Brayak. Me, I'm a human being. And come to Uppington is far. Pure market structure plus clean charts, you know what it is. What are your favorite conferences? Those will be discussed on the 31st. Which is the best book for proper risk management? I've never read a book on risk management. When you're like FX margin call, who's that? Who's FX margin call? I was watching some mentors fighting over these terms. Hey man, it's bad man. Bro, we can still run with that plan I proposed on WhatsApp since I can't really come to. Please remind me, I forgot. What would you say that learning BTMM helped you? BTMM was honestly the worst decision I've ever done for myself. What do you think about buying signals while you're learning? Depends, man. Who's older between you and Stylish? The word older is older between the both of us because us, we are the same age and we are twins, you know? What? Was that a stupid response? What did we do to deserve all these free solid motivational words from the doctor? Thank you, man. Into la pie, yeah, man. How do you stay abreast with the ever-changing? Since your state has reached this lowest point, do you think that this will... Yeah, man, we're definitely going up on US30. How many losses do you take a week? Depends, man. Your intake on supply and demand trading? Supply and demand is pretty much like support and resistance on that went to private school. So simplicity once again for me is key. Figurative or percentage based trader? I'm a figurative trader. Yeah, I'm a figurative. FX margin call is a real corkinai. Who's that, Moon? I don't even know who that is. Which is the book have you read? So my personal person got me Will Smith's Will. This is like my current read. I'm reading Will Smith Will. So it's like his memoir. So it's a really great read. So that's the book I'm reading. And then I'm reading Robin Sharma's... What's the title of the book again? I forgot the title of the book. It's like... Yeah, it's like a nice book also. I'll tell you now. How did you start being profitable? You know, ube grand makubalo this week ritlabulela sho supreme mlunganero njengamathemo wasekasi lakho mlunganero sure. What do you think the qualities that make a good trader, my king? Obviously, discipline has to be at the top of the list. Babatela, did you see what smart money did to Nasdaq? Man. Al-Khatal, mna karitemte, mna king, mna smart money, mun. When are you gonna do another live with the big bro at Q Banks? I don't know, my bro. I don't know. We'll see. Man, Doc, you're so humble. Thank you so much. Love from Uganda. Thank you, man. What's my first step on TradingView? Just like go to YouTube, look up videos on TradingView if you can't really use it. I have the skill of knowing how to trade, but I keep on failing to be profitable. What's wrong? Actually, please give me a tip. You can only know what the problem is. Like, discover what it is. Is your entry early? Do you risk a bit too much? Like, what is it that really makes you not profit? So from there, then you can obviously fix the problems that you have. What are the key factors? Okay, you look like a humble guy. Thank you, man. Free signal, Nyana. I gave you guys a free signal. Alani XSS0404. Hey, Sugus, Zwitis. XSM 0404. May pause. Can you please end the live because I'm going to school? I just won't stop watching. Yeah, my daily inspiration. Thank you. What made you the person that you are today? What really made me the person I am today? I cannot stop, but obviously, give credit. Mlungu wami omkhulu awuxolani sandile masuku lani 04 mlungu wami omkhulu bafethu izinje. If you were broke again, what steps would you do to get back to current status? Or obviously work my way up again. I don't have a choice, man. Is it better to practice by backtesting or live market? For me, it's always live market. Yeah, live markets always make sense. Most of the time, people fail to be profitable because of lack of patience. Yeah. Who is your role model? Yo, that's a difficult question. But I would say, I have two role models in the industry, and I'm gonna state my reasons behind that. The first role model I have is Sean Lee, and the reason why Sean is my biggest role model is because the nigga's really like smart. He invented a strategy like out of nowhere, and that strategy was like really crazy. And even with how he's able, like that guy's a king on the charts, bro. Like he's the king on the charts. He's like, so I respect him a lot and I look up to him a lot, and that's like my one true inspiration. And secondly, Q has to be my biggest inspiration as well, based on how much he's been able to like focus and build himself to be where he is. And that's really like cool to look at, for someone that we've been like looking up to, that we've been following for like a couple of years to where he is. That was like really cool to observe. And I think, I'm really much, I love his story. I'm a fan of his work. So those are like the two dudes that really make me like say, smart money is the big institutions. Hey, mfana ngifuna nokwazi mfana. Hey, you shared valuable content on Trading Nut, bro. Thank you, man. The level of wisdom is mesmerizing. Away. So in terms of emotions, you can only defeat those like through time, bro. I'm the guy who told Keys to tell you to delete the content on your Google Drive. Away, man. I appreciate you, man. Squawks. Free signal Nyan already gave it. Smart Totela Spong and making the extra content even way away. When you do city, don't leave out Richards Bay, please. Not a problem. King Martin. Oh, yes. Exhibit. Puta di Chaba. Now we still have to travel, man. Yeah? There's a place called Puta di Chaba, man, in the world, man. Puta di Chaba. Would you open your own broker at some point? Hey, Bafetu, all of that is on God. Okay, stylish. Since US30 went up, should we wait for a correction then enter since to give us the signal? That would be an ideal thing to do, yeah. Bro, your story is inspirational. So your interview on YouTube. Thank you, man. All the people who are making fun of smart money, you are liquidity. Hey, Muna, hey, Muna, hey, you are confusing, man. Hey, broker you started with and how much was your first deposit? Started with XM and my first deposit was the free $30 that they give you. True story. What's the confirmation? I'm struggling to entry. Those will be covered on the live session. We eat your stop loss every day. Hey, man. Pin their credentials. Who, man? Your mindset and your way of thinking is just amazing, bro. Keep at it. Thank you so much, Pagatindu Miso. Your wife is making noise, Moon, and she's repeating the same song. She's working, Moon. She's working. Who inspires you in SA? Yo, Moon. SA, Moon. Yo, SA, Moon. Ish. Can I respond to that a bit later, Moon? Because I can't think of anyone from the top of my head. Thoughts on Joash J Money? That's my bro. Joash is like, you know, Joash and I come way back, and I'm also like happy and proud to see his progress. So yeah, thoughts on Baby Pips? Baby Pips really gave me a lot of value, I'm not gonna lie. Do you plan on going on tour seminars? Yeah, man, at some point, obviously. Ituba malapa, my boss. How long does it take to master like the most important? It really depends from individual to individual. Kimberly, thank you, liquidity. Hey, funny. Lama kama wakuluma maningi, boy, I'm funny. Can you please adopt me? How, Moon? I think the smart money. I'm funny. Hey. The names of your role models, bro. Would you like to? Oh, the names. Oh, okay. That's so obviously King, Sean Lee, and at Q Banks. So these are like the two guys that obviously like I spoke about. But obviously Sean deactivated his Instagram. So now you can find Q on Instagram. So if you go to Instagram, look him up, you'll definitely see him. So those are like, you know, the two guys that really like do it for me. Let me see. So in SA it must be Amkhelang. What's up? Amkhelang is my bro. Like, yeah, no. Amkhelang, I give it to him. He's a hard worker, man. I appreciate him and I love his work. He's a very close bro of mine. Please explain the swing points. What do you think about the Nasdaq pullbacks in daily? What made Nasdaq to sell last week? Nasdaq, I don't trade it, man. What's the best time frame to trade USD beside? The best time frame is when you do find a setup.